I want to thank you for being with us. Bombshell tonight. A beautiful 25-year-old mother of three, Summer Inman, kidnapped from the parking lot of the local bank. Bombshell tonight. You think you've got problems with your in-laws? After grainy surveillance video emerges with Summer at the bank just moments before she snatched, tonight, police hone in on who they suspect kidnapped and possibly murdered 25-year-old Summer Inman, her own mother-in-law, and that big mama's boy, Summer's estranged husband.
25-year-old mom of three, Summer Inman, was reportedly working the night shift.
Two suspects dressed in all black.
Cops think she was abducted back in the alley
by two men in the parking lot.
Witnesses told police that two men grabbed her, threw her in the back of a white car, and then took off. But Logan police say there was one more kidnapper involved.
They said there was a bleach blonde female in the driver's seat.
911, where's your emergency?
I'm calling about my daughter, Summer Inman.
Her father called 911 when she did not come home.
She's nowhere to be found. We found her coat and her iPod. We don't know what's going on.
One day after Summer's kidnapping, SWAT team officers from the Akron Police Department descended on the Inman's Fay Road home. Summer and her husband are in the midst of a bitter divorce. That's something Summer's father mentioned in the 911 call.
There's a restraining order against her husband.
Police say they need new leads, and time is of the essence.
I am hearing in my ear an arrest is going down or has just gone down to Matt Bruning, reporter 610 WTVN, joining us out of Columbus. Matt, is it correct the mother-in-law is behind bars for the kidnap of the 25-year-old mom of three?
Well, Nancy, not only is the mother-in-law behind bars, but the estranged husband, William Inman II, and his father, William Inman, they're all three behind bars in southeastern Ohio.
Well, that's a happy-looking bunch. We're showing their mugshots right now, and I get it now, Matt Bruning. An eyewitness claimed that a bleached blonde, a woman with long bleached blonde hair, was in the car with two men when Summer was snatched out of the bank parking lot. I mean, of all places to get snatched, it's just like being out in Vegas at a casino. They have security surveillance out the yin-yang. And eyewitnesses actually see Summer Inman, she's a young mom of three, just 25 years old, coming out of the bank, and boom, it's over just like that. She's snatched, taken away, and one of the perps, allegedly, is a woman with long bleached blonde hair. Elizabeth, let me see that second mugshot you showed one more time where the hair is really, no, not that one. The hair is really, really blonde. Yeah, there you go. Okay, back to you, Matt Bruning, joining us out of Columbus, Ohio. What do you know, Matt?
Well, Nancy, something else that's kind of damning in this case for the Inmans is the fact that, and you mentioned this, there was a raid on their home in Akron, in the Akron area, and several items were seized, including a vehicle, a white Ford Crown Victoria. And if you remember, the witnesses here in this case have said that they believe it was a white vehicle that took off with Summer Inman in it. So you've got the bleach blonde hair from the mother. You've also got the white Ford Crown Victoria. So a lot of evidence stacking up here.
You know, it's kind of hard to mistake a Crown Vic. There's only one car that still looks like a Crown Victoria, and that is a Crown Victoria. And to you, Rochelle Hawk, the editor with the Logan Daily News, the eyewitnesses seemed very clear, even though it had gotten dark when she came out of the bank, that there was a blonde woman, bleached blonde. They were very careful to say bleached blonde, two men, and a white vehicle. What vehicle did they describe, Rochelle Hawk?
That's right, Nancy. They did describe a vehicle that was either a Crown Victoria or a Mercury Marquis, and it was white. So that does fit with what the parents have registered in their name.
You know, to Pat Brown, everybody, we are taking your calls live. Pat Brown, criminal profiler and author of The Profiler. That's pretty bold, and it also sounds targeted to snatch a victim, a grown woman, in a parking lot of a bank.
Well, I think you have this group here, and if they're involved, son and his mother and father all angry, enraged at this woman for filing that divorce against him, for trying to keep the kids away, and probably the son is saying, hey, she's got her new boyfriend too. She's moving on, and she's done against us, you know. So we have the right to go out and take care of the problem.
So the pack mentality, according to police, may have taken over. We are just getting information that an arrest has just gone down. A mom of 3 kidnapped in plain view in a bank parking lot. 25-year-old mother of 3, Summer Inman. She is small and petite, 5'3", 120 pounds, brown hair, green eyes. Just like that, she comes out of the local bank. It's over. Here's a shot of Summer. Some police divided tonight. Is she dead or is she alive? At this hour, every minute counts in the recovery of Summer Inman. Back to Matt Bruning joining us from 610 WTVN out of Columbus. Matt, what were the circumstances surrounding this scenario? I mean, how does a mom, if in fact they did it, a mom convince her son to kidnap his estranged wife? I mean, what went into this? Why? What's the motive?
Well, it's going to be really interesting to find out how the conversations went around. In fact, some of us reporters that have been covering this case have been talking about how's this come up at the dinner table or something. But what we do know is that Summer Inman was getting a divorce from her husband, William II. It had kind of been a contentious relationship here toward the end, because we do know that there was at least one case where someone had tried, or Summer had tried to go over to her home and get some of her belongings. There was a confrontation there because she had her boyfriend with her, and the Vinton County Sheriff's Department even filed some disorderly conduct charges against William Inman, the father-in-law, because of an altercation there. So we do know that this has been kind of contentious at the end. We've also learned through some court filings that apparently William Inman II, according to Summer, threatened to kill her if she took the kids away from him. So we do have some documented cases of some contention here in this relationship.
That's to put it mildly. But the reality is she was just trying to get custody. They were breaking up. They've been breaking up. That didn't mean he would not see them or have possibly even partial custody or joint custody. So they're going to have a tough time showing motive. Everyone, Summer Inman missing at this hour. A young mom of 3 is at the local bank, and she is kidnapped. As she comes out, they're in the bank parking lot. Tonight, police are asking for your help in finding Summer Inman. As every hour passes, the possibility of finding her alive decreases. Just in, an arrest has gone down for the kidnap of 25-year-old Summer Inman. It's her mother-in-law and Big Mama's boy, Summer's estranged husband.